Imagine a home so vast that walking from one end to the other takes longer than running an entire football field at full sprint. A palace with 1,788 rooms, air-conditioned stables for 200 polo ponies, and a garage holding 7,000 luxury cars. These aren't government buildings or royal museums open to the public. They're private residences, homes where a single family sleeps, eats, and lives behind walls that stretch across more land than most people will ever see in a lifetime. Today we're counting down the 8 largest private residences on the planet. Palaces so enormous they don't just dwarf the average home, they make entire neighborhoods look like a guest house. By the end of this video, you'll understand what happens when unlimited wealth meets unlimited square footage. Number 8. The One Bel Air, valued at $141 million. Perched in the hills above Los Angeles, the One was the most expensive home ever listed in the United States at $500 million, before ultimately selling to fashion mogul Richard Sagian for $141 million at auction. At 74,000 square feet, or roughly 1.3 football fields of living space, this mega mansion features 21 bedrooms, 42 bathrooms, a 50-seat cinema, a 4-lane bowling alley, and a nightclub with its own DJ booth. The outdoor deck includes a 400-foot infinity pool that appears to pour directly into the Los Angeles skyline. The One is a testament to what happens when modern Hollywood ambition meets architectural excess, a residence where a single man has more bathrooms than most apartment buildings have tenants. Number 7. Wittenhurst London, valued at $450 million. Wittenhurst is the second largest private residence in London after Buckingham Palace, and its most impressive features are the ones you can't see from the street. Owned by Russian billionaire Andrei Guriev, this 90,000 square foot compound, roughly 1.5 football fields, includes 3 subterranean floors, totaling 40,000 square feet of underground living space. The basement levels feature a swimming pool with a movable floor that converts into a dance floor, a private cinema, and a car museum accessed by a hydraulic elevator. At an estimated $450 million, Wittenhurst is a masterclass in invisible wealth, a palace that hides its most extraordinary rooms beneath the London pavement, where nobody walking above would ever suspect a thing. Number 6. Fairfield Pond, Long Island, valued at $250 million. Industrialist Ira Rennert's Fairfield Estate in the Hamptons spans 110,000 square feet of living space across 63 acres, making it approximately 1.9 football fields of interior floor area. The compound includes 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, 3 swimming pools, a 164-seat theater, a basketball court, and its own power plant. The property became so controversial during construction that Sagaponack residents filed lawsuits arguing it was too large for a residential neighborhood. The annual property tax bill alone is estimated at over $600,000. Fairfield proves that when you have a net worth exceeding $5 billion, even the most exclusive zip codes in America can't contain the scale of your ambitions. Number 5. Safra Mansion, São Paulo, valued at over $100 million. The Safra banking dynasty's compound in São Paulo is one of the most fortified private residences in the Western Hemisphere. At approximately 117,000 square feet, or 2.0 football fields, the estate features over 130 rooms, surrounded by state-of-the-art security infrastructure that rivals a government installation. The Safra family built their $20 billion fortune across banking institutions spanning Brazil, Switzerland, and the Middle East, and their São Paulo residence reflects the operational intensity of a family that has managed global capital for generations. The Safra Mansion is more than just a home. It's a private fortress engineered for a dynasty that operates at the intersection of finance and absolute discretion. Number 4. Biltmore Estate, Asheville, North Carolina, valued at $350 million. George Washington Vanderbilt's 178,926 square foot chateau is the largest privately owned home in American history, stretching across 3.1 football fields of interior space. Built between 1889 and 1895, the Biltmore features 250 rooms, including 35 bedrooms, 43 bathrooms, 65 fireplaces, a bowling alley, an indoor pool, and a library holding over 22,000 volumes. But here's the kicker. The mansion itself sits on 8,000 acres of grounds, and walking the full perimeter of the estate would take nearly 12 hours at a brisk pace. That's over 6,000 football fields of exterior land belonging to a single family. The Biltmore is the gold standard of American residential excess, a monument to Gilded Age wealth that remains unmatched on the continent more than 130 years after it was built. Before we get to the top 3 largest private residences ever constructed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on the latest and greatest. Number 3. Antilia Mumbai, valued at $4.6 billion. Mukesh Ambani, Asia's richest man with a net worth exceeding $115 billion, built Antilia because he wanted a home in the sky that reflected Indian culture. The result is a 400,000 square foot vertical palace standing 568 feet tall, approximately 6.9 football fields of living space stacked across 27 floors. But in a normal city, that height would accommodate a 60-story skyscraper. Antilia only has 27 floors because the ceilings are so extraordinarily high. The residence features 6 floors dedicated solely to parking for 168 cars, a snow room where walls produce artificial snowflakes to escape Mumbai's heat, 3 floors of Babylon-inspired hanging gardens, a multi-story Hindu temple carved from white marble, and a staff of 600 full-time employees to maintain the building for a family of 5. The monthly electricity bill alone runs approximately $100,000. Antilia is engineered to survive an 8.0 magnitude earthquake, and its cutting-edge design makes it the most expensive private residence on the planet, a structure so massive that comparing it to a traditional mansion is like comparing a skyscraper to a garden shed. Number 2. Jai Vilas Mahal, Gwalior, India, valued at $480 million. The Scindia royal family built this 1,240,771 square foot palace, roughly 21.5 football fields of interior space, to impress King Edward VII during his visit in 1876. The result is one of the most extravagant residences in Asian history. The crown jewel is the Darbar Hall, which features 2 chandeliers weighing 3.5 tons each with 250 bulbs apiece, chandeliers that weigh more than 2 Range Rovers hanging from the ceiling. And here's the most extraordinary detail in its construction history. To test whether the roof could support the weight, engineers suspended 10 full-grown elephants from the ceiling before the chandeliers were installed. The dining room features a solid silver model train that runs on tracks around the banquet table, delivering cigars and brandy directly to each guest. With 400 rooms spread across a palace built to prove that Indian royalty could match any European court, Jai Vilas Mahal is a testament to the idea that true palatial grandeur isn't measured in money, it's measured in ambition. Number 1. Istana Nurul Iman, Brunei, valued at over $3.5 billion. At the absolute pinnacle of residential scale sits Istana Nurul Iman, the official residence of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei and the single largest private residence on the face of the earth. At 2,152,782 square feet, this palace spans an almost incomprehensible 37.4 football fields of interior living space. You could fit 800 average American apartments inside this single building. The palace contains 1,788 rooms, including 257 bathrooms, a banquet hall that seats 5,000 guests, a throne room crowned by a 22-carat gold-plated dome, and a mosque that accommodates 1,500 worshippers. Beneath the palace sits a garage holding over 7,000 luxury vehicles, including 604 Rolls-Royces, a collection valued at an estimated $5 billion. The stables are air-conditioned for 200 polo ponies. During the annual Hari Raya celebration, the Sultan opens the palace and feeds over 110,000 people across 3 days. Construction required 10,000 workers from 17 countries working 24 hours a day, and the gold leaf used throughout the palace could cover multiple football fields if laid flat. Istana Nurul Iman isn't just a palace, it's a sovereign-scale monument to one man's wealth, a residence so vast that it redefines the very concept of what a home can be. This is the unmatched pinnacle of private residential architecture, and nothing else on Earth comes close. If you made it to the end of the video, comment which mega palace blew your mind the most, and how many football fields your dream home would be. See you there in a second.